Hello, hello, beautiful Lovetarians. This is Natalia PH, the creatrix of the Lovetarian Way movement. Welcome you to this beautiful show. And we are actually in very potent energies of strawberry full moon. Do you feel it? Whomever is here with me tonight, do you feel the power of that strawberry moon? Tell me in the comments if you do, because I have been on a ride for the last several days. And yesterday I actually had the huge manifestation because I launched my hub, our hub, Lovetarian Way Hub. So if you want more of this medicine of the Lovetarian Way Show, medicine Lovetarian Way movement, get to know to all of the beautiful tools I am sharing on the show with you, please check it out, thelovetarianway.com, NataliaPH.com, and you will see even all those fabulous shows are there as well. So win-win-win for all of us. The word is spreading, more love is spreading, and more beautiful manifestations of love and light. So as you are gathering and coming to meet me here, please tell me where you're from, how you're feeling. If you're feeling good, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling inspired, do share with you. And today I have chosen a topic, well, so appropriate for this full moon. It's about manifestation and how we are manifesting heaven on earth, how we are manifesting dreams, our heart's dreams with the Lovetarian way. So I'm going to tell you all about it. And as usual, I am going to do a little breathing. I'm going to open this space with balancing our energies, but I'm just going to give you a few moments to gather. I don't know if anybody is here yet. Richard, is anybody coming? Not yet. Anyone? Is there anyone there? Oh, hello, Christine Davis. How are you? Where are you from? Good evening. I'm in Spain. Oh, hello, Sally. I'm in Spain, and it's very, it's one of those days, it's like 30 plus, it's really very hot. I have airco on here. I've been like, with my, what do you call it? Fan, right? Very heavy air. So it's been intense. Kaylee Byrne, where are you from, girls and boys? Is it also hot where you are? Because in here, it's really, I'm not preferring that. I'm a fire girl, so I prefer when it's cooler. Yeah, Sandra, I feel you, girl. Yeah. So, you know what works for me very well? Cold showers. When I feel tired, first thing in the morning, I do, of course, all my breathing and all of that. I take cold showers, and it's really incredibly powerful. I'm going to tell you the process how to do it. I did the training with Wim Hof, Iceman. This guy has like, I don't know how many Guinness records. What is it? Guinness Book of Records. He has so many. He climbed, Kilimanjaro in his shorts, and he sat in ice for like 2 hours. Incredible what he's doing with his body, and he's really teaching millions of us how to manage our energies with cold. And so when I feel tired, I actually take cold showers, ice cold showers, and it's really like instant jolt to your brain. Michelle, good evening from Nottinghamshire. I'm feeling tired, but content. Well, that's nice. Yeah, that's great. Tired but content. I love that. Oh, hello, my sweet Joanne. I love to see you again. Birmingham, England. I think I once went to Birmingham. Yeah. I had a colleague there. A lovely city, isn't it? Hi, Warrior, WG Warrior, sunny coast, sunny South Coast. Is that in Australia or is it in England somewhere? Because I know that there is a coast like that in Australia. Sutton, Surrey, UK. Hello. I'm on the Costa Blanca. Yeah, Richard, did you want to say something? Oh. Tracy, hi, Tracy. Oh, good. You can feel it, Lynn, yeah? Hi, Chelsea. Vancouver, Canada. Cool. Matt, hi. Catherine. Natalie, yes, hello, welcome back. I remember you. Kelly, hello. Oh, Chelsea in Canada. Oh, lots of Canadians. Nice. It's a beautiful country, yeah, beautiful nature. Maxine, hello. Catherine from Wales. Nice. Jessica, hi. Melanie from Washington. Wow, wow, wow. Welcome, welcome. It's morning there for you, I think, eh? Great. Okay, girls, no boys, I don't think. Or if there's boys that are silent, hello to you too. So listen, since quite a few of us are feeling tired, sorry, Kaylee, hi. Yeah, very cold before I finish my shower every time. Well, yeah, I mean, girl, I'm going to talk about those showers in a moment. But let me start the show by doing a little breathing technique here because I want, as always, before every show, my intention is that everyone gets really their energies balanced and they are getting very present with me. They are releasing judgments, whatever you have, whatever expectations you might have from the show, just let it go, chillax, be present, and just tune in, because the stuff that I'm guiding you with here, I have been practicing consciously for the last 13 years, and the stuff works. However, it will only work for you if you choose to believe so, and it will only work for you if you choose to become present and if you choose just to allow it in, right? So breath is incredibly important, because breath is this, well, without breath, you're out of your body, right? So if we can learn to breathe consciously, relearn rather, because we forgot, humans in modern world, they forgot how to breathe. We are either breathing too much, too fast, or too shallow. Before I guide you through this meditation, I'm going to tell you that there's a great book written by James Nestor. It's called Breath. And there he shows us beautiful science that confirms what the ancient teachers have been telling us forever about breath, that most of the doctors are telling us that it's like 15 to 20 breaths per minute, but in fact, it's not at all. It's too many breaths. So the breath that I am guiding you through, that's what is scientifically proven to bring us coherence between our both brain hemispheres and our heart, to bring beautiful balance into our being, to bring, to calm down our chemistry, biochemistry, and we can really become present and really tune in, right? So this kind of breath that I'm talking about is 5.5 breaths per minute. So what I suggest everybody to do, let's play a little bit. I love to play with people on this show. If you have your watches or if you have your phones, set a timer on 1 minute. And then we are going to breathe the way I teach you and see how many. No, actually breathe for 1 minute before I teach you, and then tell me in the comments how many breaths you took in 1 minute. And let's see what is the average here within this audience. Let's see how you're breathing, and then we'll teach you how to breathe properly, which will be incredibly helpful for you to manifest your dreams, manifest your great health, peace, abundance, and all of that. Because when you breathe consciously, you are connecting with what? Your higher self, your higher guidance, your intuition, and you are calm, right? You are going to be inspired in spirit. You're not going to be making silly decisions because you are charged by fear-based chemistry, basically. So I'm going to put timer for 1 minute. Do the same, please. And let's breathe in 1 minute. Just do your natural breath, okay? I'm starting to breathe and I'm counting how many breaths I take. I'm going to be quiet now. Put your timers on for 1 minute and then put in the comments box how many breaths you took. Richard, please do the same. Let's see who is breathing properly here. We are breathing consciously. I've got it. I've got mine. I had 8, so I was a little bit fast because I was a little bit speedy before I came here. So I had 8. How many did you have? Did you count? If you haven't done it, I don't know, comments will probably come a little delayed, but you haven't done it, do it later. And ask your husband, ask your kids to test it as well, because it's going to be a very good indicator to what happens when you actually perform the exercise after. Are you there, Richard? Good, because I thought that I got disconnected for a moment. I had some strange technical thing here, but it's working. Okay. Yeah, way too fast, girl. No judgment. Just love yourself. Yeah, but that's way too fast. Unless you are running. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Michelle, yeah. Natalie 8. So just like me right now. Natasha 6. Beautiful. Debbie 6. Joanne 11. Tina 9. Julian 6. Okay, great. Good average here, actually, right? So what we want, what we are going for, thank you for sharing. What we are going for is really 5.5. That's this ideal breath that will help us balance our bodies. And practice that several times per day, and you will eventually, it will become your normal way of breathing. Of course, we're talking about breath at rest. Yeah, so we are clear, not after you have just run a marathon. I've been running up and down the stairs, so I had 8, so that's perfectly fine. Amanda 12. Yeah, so now let's do this conscious breathing, which I always guide people through when I start the show, and that is going to create coherence. I believe 2 shows ago, I even explained in depth what coherence is and what it will do for you. But just in short, not only will it balance your biochemistry, it will also open you to higher centers that you can communicate, with your intuition, with your spirit, whatever word you want to call it. I call it my light, my higher self, my soul. I can hear it very well when I'm in coherence, when I'm present, and when I'm balanced. So the way you want to do it, you basically want to breathe in through your nose on count of 5, and then you breathe out through your mouth on count of 5, and you do it for several minutes. You also would like to touch your heart and start generating feelings of gratitude. Once you do that, you will truly balance your entire being. So let's take 1 minute and and take those breaths, okay, to balance ourselves. And then I will start today's show and we will learn how to manifest our dreams. So let's do some conscious breaths. So in on 5, count of 5, and on count of 5. So even in, even out. Do it for maybe 10 breaths. Put a smile on your face for extra bonus to kick in some good hormones production. Good. I'm feeling very present here with you. Some of you might even get a little dizzy. This is, of course, something that you need to practice to get your body used to it. Because if your body is used to, this running like a rabbit, of course, it will be a shock. So every new habit that we are introducing to our body, it takes a moment, right, for the body to readjust. But don't stop, just keep practicing, because this stuff really works. I have been practicing this for years, and it always, no matter what is happening in my life, some bomb will land. I always practice this for, well, at least 7 minutes when something really powerful happens that I could call negative if I was calling it from 3D consciousness. But from 5D consciousness, from this heaven on earth reality that I operate most of the time, the Lovetarian way, I call it a lesson. Something happens for me, right? So therefore, I don't get so anxious and aggravated anymore. But in any case, breathing really, really helps to balance everything. So now back to those cold showers. If you want to really practice, if you want to take cold showers, what you need to do first, not to get sick, Wim teaches us to take 3 rounds of very fast breath. So you go like this. 30 times, right? You do 3 rounds of those 30 times. So you get your blood pumping. And once you have done that, so three rounds of 30 breaths, like breath of fire, you're already pumping your being. And then you go into cold shower. But the moment your skin touches the cold water, you just need to make sure that you're going to get very present and you don't do this because you're stressing yourself. You need to find that space where you just there to get in that water without that feeling. So test it and tell me, if you're going to meet me next time, how that was for you. I've maybe probably 3-4 attempts and I was perfect to do this, and it helps me incredibly much. Shower like that first thing in the morning, and when you are tired, whoa, it's amazing. Not to mention how your immune system is going to readjust and how healthy you're going to be. Of course, don't practice it when you have a flu or a cold. We're talking about practicing when you are, of course, fine and healthy, just feeling a little tired and need some extra energizing, right? Hi, Jane from Isle of Man. Hello, hello. Right, so now we are, a few minutes in, so I believe there's people here, so we can talk about the topic today, manifesting your dreams with the Lovetarian way. Why I chose this topic? I chose this topic because now we are obviously in a perfect moment, energetic moment with this beautiful full moon. Did you know that strawberry full moon, the name is coming from strawberry season, and in countries where they don't have strawberries, they're actually the color is coming from roses, because roses are blooming at this time. And it's of course June, so it's mid time in our year. So second part of the year after this strawberry supermoon, apparently it's a great time for manifestation. So I'm like, yeah, right on, I'll take it. Remember what I said to you in other shows, that whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. So I totally believe it. And I certainly had enough manifestations in my life to believe that. And when I really think historically, when I think back, indeed, in this time, without me even knowing anything about the moon in previous years, actually, I moved to Spain in August. So it was after this period, right? So I sold my house in this time in Poland and we moved down here. We have made, we created our business also in this time. So lots of things actually that were very important came to this manifestation in this time of year. So I was really inspired to talk to you about this today and give you some extra tools how to manifest your dreams the Lovetarian way, because I believe it is incredibly important that we create what we want. Life is not, how do I say it? What do I want to tell you? Life is your co-creation. I mean, I believe, all the visions that I had received. The Lovetarian way actually is a vision also for those of you who don't know it. The Lovetarian is a vision that came from my higher self. It came to me after 13 years of this conscious journey. Actually, well, now it's 13 years, so 11 years. 2 years ago, I received the Lovetarian way. And it came to me as a download, and it was just one huge call and answer to my prayers. And my prayers were, I asked what it is that you want from me. And I meant God, right? Universe, spirit, whatever. I said, what is it that you want from me? What do you want me to do? How do you want me to continue? And why I asked that is because I have always had this feeling that I am here to birth this legacy of love and light. I had this feeling ever since I was a kid, and I have been teaching this stuff since, 2009 I started even. And I just needed something more concrete because time was going on and going on and going on. And I was like, okay, what do I call it? What do I call it? Because I feel that there is something bigger that is birthing through me. And then I got this vision of the Lovetarian way, and I knew that I have to build a movement. So I called it the Lovetarian Way movement. That is a movement of people who are willing to co-create heaven on earth realities. And of course, your heaven on earth might be different than my heaven on earth. However, what heaven on earth is for me, the way I saw it in the vision, is a frequency. It's a highly vibrational frequency that is based on unconditional love. Okay, unconditional love. And unconditional love in my visions was our true nature. This is the essence that we are made of. So we are a hologram, a holon of this essence. So in fact, we are ourselves. Our true nature is unconditional love. And if we embrace it, if we're going to live like that, if we're going to dare to really embody unconditional love, and I call it the Lovetarian way, right? If we do that, then we are simply going to manifest all that we might possibly want. And the manifestation is not going to come from ego mind. No, it's not going to come from that, because ego mind is a mind that separates, right? That separates people, that creates an illusion in this reality, and motivates us to be fearful, anxious, compete with one another, fight with one another, create conflict, right? Competition. We have poverty, we have war, we have all those things that I believe none of us here prefers. So the Lovetarian way, the vision is actually all about unity consciousness. It's about every person really stepping into their power, that unconditional love. That's your power, really. That's your superpower. If you're going to love yourself so incredibly, so authentically, you're going to say, okay, I love myself so much that I'm going to live my dreams, because you are not created to be small. No, actually not. I mean, unless that's what you want, right? However, you must understand, when I saw this vision, I created this logo, the butterfly. That's what you are. That represents me and you. The butterfly is this beautiful being that starts as this little light. When we come down on planet Earth, we are incarnating in this body, right? And then from this little baby, this little light, we are growing into those beings. And most of us are still in, what do you call it, caterpillar state, where we are still shrinking, but you have those huge wings. You're this huge energetic being that is so potent that if you really knew how powerful you are, you would literally, as Emerson said, astound yourself. You would be just incredibly, you would be shocked how powerful you are, because if you would see yourself as I see it, as energy beings, multidimensional energy beings having human experience, then you would understand that you actually have the power to change your life, to manifest anything that you want, whatever it is, whether you want to be super healthy, you want to be super wealthy, you want to be whatever it is that you want to do. Tell me what your dreams are, because what I wanted, I'm living and I'm building. I'm co-creating this more and more and more. And I went on this journey, as I said, in 2009. And with every year, it's growing more powerful and more powerful, because I am daring to stand in that power of mine. I'm daring to love myself more and more. And when I don't apologize to anyone and anything for the fact that I love myself, and I encourage others to do the same, beautiful things happen in my life, right? There's magic in being true to yourself and being heart-based. Because as I said, ego will tell you that you are you and this person is that person, Richard is Richard, Natalia is Natalia. However, my heart knows that it's connected with Richard's heart, and it's connected with your hearts, energetically speaking, right? Our entirety of this world, and even sacred geometry is teaching us in the flower of life. It's represented also here. You don't see it very well, but check on Google, flower of life, this beautiful sacred geometry that tells us that in this field of, I call it divine mother, everything is connected. Each person is connected with another person, with the next person. We are connected to absolutely everything through time and space. We are energy beings that are vibrating at their own frequency in this beautiful field of Mother Creatrix, Father, Mother, Creator, Creatrix, Sophia, God, Universe, unified field, quantum soup, whatever word you want to use. We are connected, right? And if we are connected, and if we all, each individually, love ourselves, let it sink in for a second. If I love myself totally and unconditionally, and I encourage you to do the same, do you then think that there's even a tiny little possibility that there would be any hostility, any negativity, any conflict between us? You tell me. Because I don't need to think about it. It's like no brainer. Like literally, like that's the solution. Win-win-win solution. Like love is the win for everyone, right? Because here's the thing, in this beautiful field where we exist, right, this energy field, when we were created, the way I saw it, the butterflies, right? We were to bloom in our power, and our power is unique. It's a sovereign power. What does that mean? That each person has their unique music, unique gifts. So every person, even though we are hologram of this divine mother, so we are in essence unconditional love that has the same power she has, or it has, whatever, right? We have that power, the sovereign power to create with our thoughts, with our feelings, with our emotions, with our words, with our inspired actions, as she does, or he does, right? She, it. We have that power, and each of us have a different code, if you will. We are all different and unique. There's nobody like you. Even if you have twins, like my brothers are twins, and they are all still different. So we shared carbon-based DNA, but their so-called divine DNA or light-based DNA, crystalline DNA, whatever word you want to use, is different. Their soul is different, right? So we don't really need to at all compete with one another, or fight for our dreams, struggle for our dreams. All we need to do is manifest our heart's desires. And when we do that, boom, it's not a problem, right? Everybody can work together and cooperate. And for some people, this sounds like a pipe dream, whatever the word is, the idiom in English, piper's dream, right? But in fact, I have been living this reality for the last 13 years. And when I got inspired to create the movement, I really do work with Lovetarians such as myself. I promote them, I talk about them, I interview them on my podcast. And it's all like Richard created the Spiritual Psychics TV, right? It's all coming from the heart. I don't care what he says about, not doing it from the heart. I feel it. It's coming from the heart. I mean, why are you doing it otherwise? You want to uplift people, you want to inspire people, you want to empower, you want to give them tools, right? You want to help, you want to assist, because you are pure love, and everything else that comes after, that's just like an illusion. Mind likes to play tricks with us, and we like to believe those sometimes, but in fact, that's not the truth. The truth is that we are energy beings that are composed of love and light, and that love is unconditional. So if you register that, if you accept it, if you receive that, if you allow yourself to be that, wow, you live your heaven on earth. So how to create, how to manifest your heaven on earth? Well, first of all, I played with words here a little bit, because manifest your heaven on earth. You already are heaven on earth, right? Like, as a spiritual being in that purest form of yourself, when you are created in this beautiful ecstasy of love by our mother creatrix, you already are heaven. So it was written over 100 years ago by James Allen that men do not attract that which they want, but they attract that which they are. So the question number one would be, what are we, right? So if we attract that which we are, what are we? Well, I know what I am. I am a Lovetarian. And whether I'm delusional, or I had a dream, or I had a series of trances, that's for you to judge. I'm asking you not to, because I know who I am. I am a being of love and light, and I choose that every single day, and then rinse, repeat. And the more I have been doing this, it's like I'm literally programming myself. I am unlearning everything that I have been programmed by society to do, to think. I am liberating myself from the cage of social conditioning. And I actually sent a picture to Richard, which is a picture number 4. Richard, would you like to show picture number 4, Cage of Thoughts? This was my medicine. That is how I started to manifest my dreams. Earth to Richard. Richard, are you there? Oh, there you go. Yeah. I started to be free when I discovered that the cage was made of thoughts. This was a huge epiphany to me. I realized that I actually am a free, when I have had all those visions, I realized that, oh my God, I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts, and I'm certainly not those limiting belief systems that I have been told and conditioned by unconscious people, really. And I mean, I love all of them. I mean, they did not do it to hurt me. They just did it because they didn't know any better. And if I knew better, I wouldn't adopt those as my own. But the moment came, right, as I started to tell you in 2009, it was like first profound vision when I started to hear things and see things, and I started to see through this veil. And I started to really liberate myself, and I was like, hold on, what am I doing? What am I thinking? What am I feeling? What is this making me feel? And I started to see, and it became less and less dense, you know, and the thoughts started to, the way I saw it, it was like more light was coming through. And I saw myself in this cage created from mental and emotional constructs. And then I started to become free. Let's see what Joanne is saying. Yes, we are all here to do different things. Everyone has something to bring to the table. No competition. There is no greater, no lesser. Amen, sister. Absolutely. We are all sovereign, equal beings, and we are all here meant to shine. I absolutely agree with you. And yeah, I totally believe that. So, you know, when I realized that, everything has changed for me, and I started to heal really deeply. I started to dare to speak my heart, because I can't say my mind, because it was my heart who wanted to speak. My heart wanted to speak the truth of who I was. I was not embarrassed. I was not ashamed. I was not feeling like I'm crazy. I was just talking to people about what my nature was. I was telling them about my insights. I was telling them about my spiritual nature. I was, yeah, basically talking about this, like, you know, what did you have for breakfast? And yes, of course, the environment around me recalibrated. Some friends were no longer friends, some friends stayed. And incredibly, I have manifested, if you will, fabulous group of people around me that only grew and grew and grew and grew bigger. And now we have a community of almost 3,000 Lovetarians on the Lovetarian Way community on Facebook. So if you would like to join us, please do. And this is the people that are really basically, you know, talking their talk, walking their walk, and it's all in the Lovetarian nature. Michelle, it is definitely possible to reprogram your mind. I have done it. It's an ongoing process, though. It takes time to unlearn negative thought patterns. Absolutely. And you know why, Michelle? Because, of course, by the age of 7 years old, even Jesuit priests said, give me a child by the age of 7 and I will give you a man. So by the age of 7 years old, we are programmed and we are conditioned by people who are most of the time unconscious, and they just pull one on us. As of course that the same thing happened to them, right? I don't believe that most people have bad intentions. It's just basically lack of knowledge, lack of education. But here's the thing, right education, of course. But here's the thing now, the prophecies, ancient prophecies have been telling us that there is a golden age coming, golden age of truth, of liberation, and this is upon us now. Apparently we are at the dawning of this golden age. Different traditions have different ways of explaining it, but there are, you know, cycles in the evolution of consciousness, and now we are apparently ending the age of iron, or whatever it's called, iron age, and entering the golden age. And this is the age of knowledge and consciousness. So those of you that have been on this path for a long time, maybe you've noticed that what took to reprogram even 10 years ago, what took like a month, now it can literally happen in a few minutes. And for me, that is true. I have been, as I said, on this journey for the last 13 years consciously, and it's been a little dense at the beginning, and then it just got better and better and better and faster and faster and faster. And the reason is because this field that I talked about is absolutely now more and more saturated with higher consciousness. There's a lot of beings that are incarnating now to help us to awaken, lots of guides, lots of masters. I have been myself initiating for the last 2 years in the mystery school with the Sophia Code, with divine feminine ascended masters of the dragon tribe. So there is Hathor, Isis, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Sophia dragons, Kuan Yin, powerhouses, Green Tara, we are initiating with these women, and they walked away. I mean, oh my God, they suffered in their lifetimes through different incarnations. So they're incredible teachers, how to transcend all suffering and how to liberate yourself from all fear and truly manifest your heaven on earth. It is really incredible. So you can reprogram your mind absolutely 100%, but of course it is the subconscious mind that we are reprogramming. And as you know, subconscious mind, 95% of our actions are driven by the subconscious mind. So what I'm doing, actually, what I recommend to all of you, it's really cool. You can do self-hypnosis because that is very effective, and listen to it when you go to bed. I mean, if you can afford it, then have it recorded for you professionally. But today it's actually very, very simple, with very simple software. What you can do, you can just record affirmations for yourself, starting with the word I am, because the way we create our heaven on earth, and I mentioned this in other shows, there's what I received is the tool that is called Trinity of Creation. And the Trinity of Creation is the sound, the light, and the love. So this Trinity is all about you generating a feeling of love in your body. Then you're visualizing the light of your higher self coming through you and penetrating every single cell of your body. And then you make a sound. So the sound, the super powerful creative sound that you want to use is in English language. Of course, we can use Sanskrit, you can use ancient languages, we can use light languages, but let's stick to English since this is the language we're using all right now. I am that I am. That is the language of your higher self, of your presence, of your spirit, if you will. So whatever you put behind I am becomes a spell, becomes a powerful programmer, becomes your command, becomes your affirmation. And so many people unconsciously are saying, I'm stupid, I'm fat, I'm dumb, I'm blah, 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 blah. And they say, I'm just saying. And I'm saying to you, do not just say, because what you say actually tells you something about yourself. Why would you be saying that if this is not what you are thinking, that is deeply in your belief systems? And maybe you are saying it not really realizing consciously what it is that you are doing to yourself. But in fact, if you want to reprogram that, you want to stop, take a breath and say, whoa, why did I just say that? Why did I just say I am stupid, I am fat? Well, and then somebody can argue with me and say, well, because I am stupid or because I am fat. And then I'll ask, well, really? Are you? Is that true? Are you sure that it is true? Or is it just an opinion? And then somebody will say, well, I am fat. Well, what does that even mean? I'm playing here because what you really actually are is a spiritual, multi-dimensional being having a human experience. So is your spirit, eternal spirit, your higher self, your light, is it fat and stupid? No, I don't think so. Your body temple temporarily might be accommodating a little bit much fluff, okay? However, criticizing yourself, talking poop to yourself about yourself is helping nothing. And in fact, having 20 plus years of eating disorder myself, which I healed many years ago, thanks to all this that I'm teaching you, this divine Lovetarian consciousness, I have healed that. So I would know something or two about, not loving myself, right? Seriously, once you realize who you truly are, that is step number one to manifestation. Realize who you truly are, and you are a divine, eternal, light being, multidimensional light being. And that being is I am that I am presence. And that I am that I am presence is only unconditional love. It's beauty, it's heaven, it's fabulousness, it's gorgeousness, it's infinite awesomeness, period. And why do I know that? Because I've been dwelling in that field more than 100 million times over the last 13 years. And when I'm there, and I bring more of that in the here and now into this body, my God, it's like a feast of awesomeness. It's bliss, it's presence, it's peace, it's harmony, it's everything. Okay, so I'm not. Here's the thing: I'm not selling you on anything. I'm just sharing my experiences, and you can have exactly the same experience in your own way if you're going to follow all those little guidances that my higher self gives to your higher self. So it's like maybe your higher self knocks on your head and say, hey, go and tune in to the Lovetarian Way Show, because maybe that chica, she's actually saying something that makes sense because she's been on this journey for 13 years. So tune in and listen. Get present, right? So you are beautiful, you are gorgeous, you are fabulous, you are meant to fly, spread your wings, you are an angel on earth, you are heaven. Yeah. So make yourself affirmations. Here's the thing. I'm going to read you a quote from Greg Braden that was very inspired for me to read this. And this is in relation to the algorithm of co-creation that I shared with you on several shows. If you haven't seen those other shows, please do. Or go to one of my free classes on the lovetarianway.com. In my free classes, there are 2 free classes that are powerhouses. If you're going to go to lovetarianway.com and watch those 2 free classes, I'm actually teaching there with a lot of structure. Here I'm just jamming, right? But there you can take pen and paper and make notes. And there I give you tools after tools and formulas. It's like literally in school, but it's fun. So you can go and watch those 2 classes, and everything that I said here will make more than enough sense, right? There's a class from 2020, one of my first classes, and I watched it recently because I launched the website. And you know what? So it was in 2012 that I've been teaching this stuff. And then I uploaded their class from 2021. And when I look at those 10 years in between, I am in awe. I am in awe because I have been practicing all those tools that I have received from my higher self, from Masters of Light, from guides, from spirit. And then I did the research, really, really deep research, because I wanted to make sure that I'm not crazy. And I found answers in quantum physics and new biology and neuroscience. I was like, okay, well, then this thing, whatever it's speaking through me, it's actually making sense. So I started then to teach more and more. And I now saw this evolution of the last 10 years from 2012 to 2022. And there is a class from 2021 as well. And I was astounded. Where I remembered where my life was in 2012. It was great already, and where it is now, and how I have been practicing, and what happened when I haven't been practicing or embodying, if you will, right? So Greg Braden. But first, I'll just repeat this algorithm of co-creation for those of you who have not seen it. The algorithm of co-creation in 2012, I called it algorithm of creation. Later, I called co-creation because I got more inspired to include my higher self. So it's not just my creation, but I'm actually co-creating more with my guides, with spirit, with ancestors, etc. Right? So the algorithm the download I received is like this: the energy of thought marries the energy of emotion. They join together and they become really powerful, because here's the thing: energy of thought by itself, I mean, we have what, 50, 60,000 thoughts. They are just flying, right? Flying around. And if they were all creative, I think we would just be exploding stuff all around us. That's just like impossible that all of them are creative. So what needs to happen to the energy of thought? It needs to get some juice. So then emotion comes in. Emotion, energy in motion, right? So when the energy of thought marries or joins with emotion, we get a feeling. The feeling is generated in our body. And here's the thing: ancient teachers, they reminded us that there are 2 predominant fields of emotion. So there is love and there is fear. But here's the thing: I've been teaching that in 2012, but after, now in this evolution over the last 10 years, when I had further downloads, I know that fear actually is an illusion. It's an illusion. But it's like Einstein said, reality is an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. So a lot of us still feel like fear is real. It's not. I'm here to tell you it's not. It's an illusionary cage of our mind construct, just something that is floating in the field, and it's very, very powerful, and it's very strong because it's been running this world for eons, right? But never mind that. When you look at the algorithm, thought plus emotion, so then which emotion? You have love and you have fear. So I know Lovetarian Way is what? All based on unconditional love, right? Fear, we say, bye-bye, we're not interested because that is not real anyway. We're not buying that story. We are going to focus on love. So you have a thought, and that thought then will marry loving emotion, right? And you will get the feeling. So to give an example, so you say, I am fat, and there you have a feeling that is based on fear. I'm going to die. I'm going to have a heart attack. And you feel like what? Poop, right? Horrible. So then if we follow the algorithm, then this feeling, oh, I'm feeling like crap, will put you in a state of being. What is your state when you have those feelings? Not great, eh? And from that state, you are propelled to take action. From that state, feeling like that, you're going to be taking actions that are desperate, not very inspired, and your life is going to be resulting in a lot of suffering. And all of us, we have a lot of girls here, all of us girls can relate what it is like to go on diets, to starve yourself, to compare yourself with others. That is not heaven. That is not your dream, is it? You want to have this amazing body, you're going to starve yourself? No, no, that's not the way. Yeah, day is blessed. Evelina, hello. Definitely. Right back at you. Thank you for being here. So you know what I'm saying? It's very, very important that if you, I don't know, for whatever reason, but we're talking about weight now. Why not? Maybe that is your dream. Maybe you want your dream body, but you can relate it to your finances, to relationships, to everything. So now rewind. Let's go to the same thought. I'm fat. Now you're going to invoke the power of this algorithm, but in a more empowered, conscious way. So you're going to reprogram yourself. You're not going to act from social conditioning, unconscious belief systems that were put into you, you know, by the age of 7 or whatever you picked up when you were a kid. Expectations, judgments, etc., etc. So you say, I am fat. And the moment you say it, you stop. I said, take a breath. And I'm not saying that you are or you are not. That's regardless. Remember who you are. You are a spiritual being having this human experience, and your body temple momentarily is going through fluctuation, right? So you say, okay, I'm fat. So then you're going to stop and you're going to say, okay, my body is just a form of energy, and I'm experiencing temporarily this state. And I am a spiritual being, and I'm going to invoke the power of my I am presence, and I'm going to program myself differently. I'm going to look in the mirror and I'm going to say, I am willing to change. I am willing to let go of all that no longer serves my highest and best good. I am willing to love myself totally and completely. I am willing to let go of all those layers of so-called insulation. I am willing to love myself regardless. I am actually more than willing to look at myself through the eyes of my divinity. And I actually love myself. I approve of myself. I forgive myself for doing this to myself, for myself. I am willing to change. And you're going to jam like that. And I swear to you, and this is a fact, again, scientifically shown. You know, science is also a funny thing, but never mind. Let's use it for a while. When you are thinking a thought for more than 60 seconds, certain thought, there is an energetic momentum that starts to kick in. So what I did here just for you, I was speaking certain belief systems. I am this, I am that, I am that. And they were nice, right? They were pleasant. They were feeling good. So what starts to happen, more thoughts like that are starting to join. This thought is getting empowered now by emotion of love. I love myself regardless of what my body temple might be at this moment in time. I'm loving myself enough to embrace change. I'm loving myself to manifest my beautiful body. And my body actually is beautiful right now as it is. And I'm just willing to let it be a little smaller, perhaps. However, as it is, I love it. Yeah. And the same is true if you feel like you're too skinny or whatever, right? I mean, this is just an example. So invoke that invoke your I am presence and start to use sentences, start to program your start to condition your mind differently. And I suggest that you make yourself a recording. As I said, self-hypnosis. You take a recorder, even in your phones, there are recorders now, and speak beautiful things to yourself in present tense using the I am structure and putting beautiful things. And if you don't, here's the thing, thought plus emotion, right? So it generates feeling. If you are not feeling this right now, if you cannot say I am beautiful and you think you're ugly and you can't stand yourself, don't even go there and put such an affirmation like I am beautiful if you don't believe it, because that is going to work counterproductively. Actually, you need to put something there that you are willing to believe. So maybe you will put something like I am willing to see myself as more beautiful. I am willing to look at myself with different eyes. You see what I mean? So what this process is very much about feeling. You need to, when you're going to write those lists for yourself and record it then with your own voice, so it becomes like self-hypnosis, you need to put down on the paper the things that you are right now willing to believe, and you're very open. You need to feel expansion in your body when you write this down, because if you're going to be contracting, you are actually going to feed the field of fear. You're going to create anxiety and stress. You feel me? So this would be the first step to your manifestation, right? Make yourself a list of I am sentences, whatever it is that you desire. And remember, so actually 0 point is first. Who are you? You are a spiritual, multidimensional being having a human experience. So whatever you experience as a human right now, whether it's I don't have money, I am this, I am that, I have issues, I have my husband this, right? This is just a temporary moment in time, okay? So literally you need to visualize. So first of all, you need to feel in your heart and visualize your third eye, like visualize and send it out into the field, a new creation, your new heaven on earth. You need to do a heart mind rehearsal and send it out to the field. But this field, Divine Mother, she communicates with us through feelings, okay? And those feelings need to be heartfelt. If they are not heartfelt, if you're not feeling those feelings in your heart, if you're not feeling gratitude to yourself for what you are at this moment in time, and if you're not willing to embrace those feelings, well, it's not going to happen, because we don't attract that which we want, we attract that which we are. So you need to get yourself in that state already now to be able to see those manifestations. And so you don't have to go and starve yourself, you don't have to do diets, because a funny word, diet is D-I-E, so die with a T, with a cross, right? You literally are starving your body, depriving it from nutrients, and it's not so great. However, if you're going to really love yourself, and actually, the way I had done it, you know what I had done? Instead of starving myself, I have added. So I went the other way. I didn't cut what I was eating. I added good nutrients, healthy superfoods, supplementation, stuff that I knew will be nourishing my body. And when I did that, then the so-called bad stuff, things that did not serve me, it just fell away. And because my body was getting nourished, I was also nourishing myself with love. Of course, I was shining more light. I was thinking better thoughts, loving thoughts, beautiful thoughts about myself. After a while of practicing and reprogramming myself, I did not want to eat crap food. I did not want to throw up, because that was bulimia that I had. It was my bestie for 20 plus years. I did not want to exhibit those behaviors anymore, because I started to think better thoughts about myself. I started to feel better feelings about myself. So I was constantly in a better vibrational state. And I took better actions, right? And I had manifested a very healthy, lovely body temple. I call myself an ageless goddess, and that's how I feel, that's how I think, and I don't really care what other people say about me, because it's not their business. It's my business how I see myself, and it's your business how you see yourself. So just love yourself, and the field will mirror it back to you. The field, by the through the people that you actually meet all around you, because they are out there, in fact, only illusionary. But remember what I said at the beginning, we are all connected. We are all one, and all of us who are appearing in one another's life, we are in a way mirrors of the energies that we ourselves are radiating out there. So if I am a Lovetarian, if I'm love, if I'm light, if I exude beautiful frequencies, that is what I'm going to be seeing out there, and that is what I'm going to be manifesting. So it all comes down to you, right? I've created a guidance. Actually, before that, I will read you that quote from Greg Braden. You know Greg Braden, he wrote Divine Matrix and lots of beautiful books. He was a geologist and he worked for NASA. I mean, cool dude. And he actually is the first person I got to know 13 years ago, that the person that bridged science and spirituality. I was really impressed with his books, and it really, really was total confirmation of everything that I have been receiving from the field, together with Dr. Lipton's work and Dr. Joe Dispenza. So I was like super impressed with these dudes. Oh, love this, Lori. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful. So I'm going to read this quote from Greg Braden, and this is something very much confirming what I just said to you about this beautiful prayer of and a state of mind that is creative, right? Because actually the way that the field responds to us is through feeling, right? Through heart-based emotions, and also when we are speaking our intentions, which some people call prayers. You pray, you incant, you affirm, right? When you do it from your heart, then you start to bend the waves in the field, and your thoughts, emotionalized, they start to become matter more and more and more. And I mean, it's for reals. I mean, this is like, it's happening. I'm telling you, this is happening if you are going to be practicing consistently, persistently, believing that you actually are a multidimensional spiritual being, right? So let me read what he said before I go further. So Greg says, feeling is the power of emotion merged with the guidance of human thought. It is this language of feeling that creation responds to. In the feeling state, we have the ability to touch creation and the world around us through prayer or affirmation, incantation, whatever word, blessing, whatever word you want to put there. As it says in the Essene manuscripts, when these three, so feeling, thought, emotion, become one, then you say to the mountain, move, and the mountain moves. So you communicate with this divine matrix, with Mother, Father, Creatrix, Creator. You communicate through your state, through the feeling, right? Through I am that I am presence, through your oneness with this field. So you don't attract that which you want, you attract that which you are in your body temple, right? So if you want, you don't know what you want, you tell me what you want. If you want beautiful house, if you want beautiful body, if you want whatever you want, right? You can have it if you feel those feelings. So if you want a beautiful house, I presume you need to be feeling very abundant, right? You need to feel like you have this wealth that you want. So you need to generate incredible feelings of gratitude within yourself, visualize it, see it in your mind's eye, feel it in your heart, speak it and count it and repeat, 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 repeat. So you need to communicate with the field, with your feelings, and love-derived feelings are life affirming. Fear-based feelings are separating you from your true nature, from your I am presence. So I'll ask you now which way you want to go, right? Of course, if you want to manifest your dreams, you want to focus on the Lovetarian way and you want to embody those feelings so you can, let's repeat it quickly because we're almost finishing. You need to have a very clear intention. So manifest your heaven, manifest your dreams. So clear intention, what it is that you want. You release all judgment about yourself, right? So if you want to, okay, why won't we just keep playing with that concept? You want your slim body, right? You want your fit, vital, healthy body. So clear intention. You need to say, I am, if you're 80 pounds, 80 kilos. So I am 65 kilos, okay? Whatever, fine. Why not? I am healthy, I am powerful, I am strong, I am fit, I am feeling amazing. That is what you are focusing, clarity, right? And get clear. Speak it with presence, in present tense, with a lot of wonderful feelings. You close your eyes, you see yourself in that moment. You're running on the beach like you are a gazelle, you are making love to your husband or someone, you're doing wonderful things, you are flexible, right? You're ageless, you're amazing. You need to generate the feeling as if it already happened, because in the quantum field of our divine mother, there is no future and there is no past. There's only now, present moment, period. This is in this now moment, right? So that's what you need to do. Get very clear and absolutely release all judgment about what is going on with your body right now. That's what you focus on, right? And you are going to make yourself affirmations. Find a beautiful music. You can actually find the frequency of 532 hertz, which is the frequency of the heart, and there's plenty of that on YouTube, and you can combine it together with your affirmations and play it. Do like 10 minutes on repeat. Write like 50 affirmations, put the music track on it, plug it in every morning, every evening. You can also put, if you want wealth, you can put 888 hertz frequency, which is the frequency of wealth, right, and abundance. Go on YouTube or go to lovetarianway.com. There's a fantastic podcast with a new age composer when we are talking Torben Togo, when we are talking about different frequencies for manifestation of whatever you want. And in fact, if you join our group and if you say hello, I'm going to send you a track called Heaven on Earth, which will help you manifest your heaven on earth. I have recorded it with cool music composed by him. So it's a beautiful freebie that I can send to you, but you need to join the group, the Lovetarian Way, and then send me a message or contact me via my page, whatever you prefer. So Richard said that it was 10 minutes. Yeah, well, actually probably finished. So I'll just continue with this because, of course, I went on like Natalia, typical Natalia fashion, but I think I gave you something. But I'm going to leave you with... definitely I'm going to leave you with a homework, because as I said, I've just manifested my beautiful dream. And it's just going to go and evolve. I've launched that website, lovetarianway.com, NataliaPH.com. It's going to be the same, right? You're going to go to either. And there, watch those two classes. So 2012, Abundance Academy. I had hundreds of students in that academy. And there, oh my God, one person claimed their 100% money back guarantee, right? One out of hundreds. Because this person, bless her, she did not want to take 100% responsibility for the process. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. As I say from the straight start, I will not do it for you. I can guide you, but you have to do it yourself, because you in communion with your light and your higher self have the power to manifest your dreams. I can guide, I can give you all the tools. You need to do it, right? So Abundance Academy 2012, this class, I mean, literally, you can just take pen and paper and just get on with it. I give you the formulas there, talked about algorithm, talked about other formulas. And if you're going to do that for 30 days, oh my God, like guarantee, 100% guarantee you're going to have your dreams. You will have your dreams. You are having your dreams. Because, I'm having my dreams. Hundreds of people who did it have their dreams, right? Here in the here and now, because your dreams are already here, by the way. You just need to raise your frequency and then make sure you communicate with the field in the right fashion through your feelings, and then you will start seeing the manifestations. 1 + 1 = 2. It's just straight science. Universe is actually very mathematical. You just need to know the laws and rules of engagement, and once you do, baby, it's a given, right? And then watch the class from 2022, Transform Your Life with the Lovetarian Way, and you will actually see the energy shift. Like in 2012, I was much more masculine with my straight hair. Actually, I have curly hair by nature, but then I just coiffed it differently. So my husband was laughing when we watched, and he said, wow, what a different energy you had then. It was much more like this. Richard thinks I'm still like that, but I'm much more angelic now, much more feminine in a way. So watch 2021 class and you will see the difference. 2021 class is much more, yeah, divine feminine, angelic, and the other one is much more, you know, focused male energy. This is how you do it, and even the fonts are very like masculine. Both classes are awesome. It's great to watch both because it will speak to different parts of you, and one will whip you more and the other one will love you more. So it's going to be a great co-creative process. So enjoy that, and I'm going to join you in 2 weeks and we'll talk about, I don't know what. Well, let's see. Let's see what my spirit will, what marching orders I'll get. So I thank you so much all for coming. Thank you, Evelyn, for your comments. Thank you all. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you all, beautiful people. And I will see you then in 2 weeks. I think we are done. Thank you, Krish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And please go and check the classes. Yeah. Thank you, Maz. Thank you. And may you manifest your dreams. And by the way, it's full moon still, right? So today it's still very powerful energy. So go and howl to the moon and say, Mother Moon, Goddess Moon, thank you for helping me manifest my dreams. Thank you for helping me release all that no longer serves me. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the gifts and all the light. That just, you can play, you know, it works. It works for me. I was dancing for 1 hour in the moon yesterday. It was fun after my launch. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Michelle. Hope you will join us next time. So beautiful goddesses, thank you so much and have a good evening. I'm going to go now. From my heart to yours. Mwah! Namaste. Thank you.
Later tonight, we are joined by another wonderful guest to host an evening of free readings on our popular show, Live with Spirit. The show starts from 8 p.m. Tomorrow morning from 11 a.m., Bree Wilson continues with her show, Influencing Your Life. Bree offers her own guidance and advice, while supporting you with everyday situations, past life readings, and future support. Tomorrow night from 8 p.m. we have an evening of free mediumship readings with Bill Hughes and his guest. Our regular fortnightly show, Collective Consciousness, offers our viewers an opportunity to receive messages from their loved ones.